Hello everyone. It's a brand new week and we're in the bathroom. I'm just getting ready. It's actually nearly the afternoon. It's 11:30 and I'm gonna apply this moisturiser in the camera. I hope you don't mind, rather than the mirror, because then I can look at you when I talk to you. Yeah, it's a late morning. Basically, Keegan and I woke up this morning at like 8 o'clock and we're both like, I don't really want to work today. And we both have work to do, but we were like, let's just take some time off. I mean, we do try to take Monday mornings off, starting the week strong with some rest, which I think is valuable. I don't buy into this whole culture of work, 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 hustle, 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 get up early, stretch, go to the gym, do this, do... Sometimes I do that, like very occasionally, but I don't think that should be your life all the time. It's not sustainable. Rest is so important, and relaxation. Anyway, I'm now ready for the day. I have 2 videos to edit today. I've got a main channel video and a members only video to edit. Last week I had such a lovely week, guys. Last week I was thinking, I just cannot wait to have a full 7 days of not nothing, because I did a load of work last week, but in my pajamas on the sofa, not really leaving the house. I went to the gym a few times, and on the weekend we went to Scarborough, which was really lovely, which some of you may have seen in another vlog. But other than that, there was no meetings. I didn't have any Zoom meetings. I didn't have to go to London. And I feel like for the first 6 weeks or so of living here, I've been really busy, not just with my stuff, but then with Keegan's stuff, going to watch him play rugby, which I like to do and I want to do and have chosen to do. But on top of everything else, there's always things to do. This last week, Keegan hasn't played in the last 2 games because he's not been very well. Not very well, but very achy and very sore. So yeah, I've sort of had a full 7 days of no work pressure, I think I like to call it, where I've been working but just at my own pace. But I am like, I want another week of no pressure, no work things. Although I have got 2 or 3 work things to do. I might be going to London tomorrow for another voiceover, which is really, really good, and I'm looking forward to it. However, I still don't know, and it's basically in 24 hours time, and the nature of voiceover work is that it's all very last minute, and I've gotten good at dealing with that. But sometimes I'm just like, I just want to know. I just want to be able to plan. How's your week looking? You got a busy week? What about you? You got a busy week? Also guys, I hit 100k on Instagram this morning. So last night I was on 99.9 and woke up this morning and it flipped over to 100,000 people that follow me on Instagram now, which is insane. I also want to post about 4 or 5 times this week on Instagram, so I need to sort all of that out because I have no idea what I'm posting. So I'm coming to my office, I need to sort everything out basically and get ahead of myself, but in a calm, relaxed manner, because I'm not rushing. I've just had another delivery, guys. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. My HelloFresh box has arrived. Fantastic. This video has very kindly been sponsored by HelloFresh. Oh, this is good. Each of the recipes is labeled with a number which corresponds to the recipe, which is so good because I've tried other recipe boxes and they don't do that. Everything just comes bundled into the box and you're like, which one's for which? I've got 3 meals for 4 people, so it'll do me, Keegan, and the kids. This is ultimate fish and chips, which the kids, I think, are gonna love this. They love fish and chips. Chicken in a creamy peppercorn sauce is number 24, and number 1 over here, chicken thighs in a creamy pesto sauce. I've also got a couple of sides of honey drizzled bacon wrapped halloumi, which we're on a diet, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm so excited for this, guys. Right, it's time to cook dinner. We normally take turns in cooking dinner, but today it's a joint effort. And we're making ultimate fish and chips from HelloFresh. So we've been trying HelloFresh for the last couple of days. I cooked one of them on the first day. I came back yesterday and Keegan had cooked another one and they've been so delicious. So I want to share this with you. Ultimate fish and chips. This is the loud part because we've got this contraption where...
Just saves cutting because we're making chips.
Look, and then they come out in chip shape. How cool is that? So I've used HelloFresh in the past. I was a HelloFresh subscriber for the longest time during lockdown. I absolutely love getting everything delivered to your house and not having to go to the shops and do extra shops and stuff. Doesn't it make it so much easier?
Delegate, delegate, delegate. Life's too short, man.
It is. I mean...
And it also... decision fatigue.
The only decisions you have to make is what recipes you want at the start of the week, and that's actually a really fun job.
Because the thing is, when you're in a relationship, you spend 90% asking what you're having for dinner.
You do.
So you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And then now we have nothing to talk about.
Except what recipes are we gonna have? The prices start from £3.15 per portion, so it is very affordable.
It's good quality food, like this.
Oh yeah.
Good quality ingredients.
This is an ultimate recipe. You've also got the under 650 calorie recipes, which for us is really helpful because obviously we want to track our calories, and HelloFresh makes that really simple, which I think last time I did HelloFresh they didn't have that, so it's a really helpful feature now.
Very helpful.
That they do calorie count it.
And it's all in MyFitnessPal as well. If you want to add it, if you count the calories, you can add it in there.
It's so good. We absolutely love it. Get out of my kitchen. If you do want to try HelloFresh, and I have a code for you, it's on screen here. You can scan the QR code as well if you wish. We're fancy. Basically, you get 60% off your first box and then 25% off your next 2 months. And the best part is, it's for new and cancelled customers. So if you've had HelloFresh in the past and you've cancelled more than 3 months ago, you can use this offer, which I feel like no brands do anymore. No, it's always for new customers.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Well guys, I just did something that I wasn't expecting to do. I've just bought my car. So my car is due to end in May. I pay monthly for my car on a PCP deal, and at the end of those 4 years, because I've had it 4 years, they give you an optional final payment where I know that I could pay 6.5 grand to buy my car outright. I just bought it now for £7,100. So a bit more than what was agreed because I've got like 3 or 4 months left on it. I can't believe I've just bought it. The dogs are playing outside, can you hear them? I'm just shocked at myself. I didn't expect to do that, but basically when my contract comes to an end, I'll be in Florida. So I was like, it probably makes sense to try and sort it out now so that I'm not stressing about buying a new car and like buying my car, then selling it, and then buying another one and the crossover. So I was like, maybe I do just do it now. Plus I have seen a car I do like, a used secondhand BMW that I really like, and I was like, well, maybe I just do that now then. Yeah, I'm currently trying to sell my Mini immediately. I've gone on one of those websites like We Buy Any Car, and they're offering like £12,000 for it. So that's like £5,000 profit, which makes no sense to me. But anyway, I need to find like my full service history for my car, because these companies that I've got quotes from a few of them, they want to see a full service history. I don't know what that is. I just had to ask Keegan what that was. So I'm looking through my file full of receipts and things to see if I've got them. I mean, I have got some. This is not what I expected to do today, guys. This is me. I'm impulsive. I just texted my parents to say, I just bought my Mini. Like, what am I doing? I've just come to walk the dogs. They're having a lovely time. I'm also just de-stressing, guys. I feel very stressed today, which, as you know from the start of this vlog, I did not want to feel stressed. I think I've realised because I've been bouncing between lots of different jobs. So I've edited a members video, edited a main channel video, I've bought my Mini, I'm currently trying to sell my Mini, and I'm in negotiations with a few different websites that buy cars. I'm also trying to look for a new car. I've also made an offer on the house I saw at the weekend, which has actually just been rejected straight away, so at least that's sort of that closed. Back and forth with mortgage advisor. Plus I got confirmed for the voiceover, so I'm going to London tomorrow, so I've just bought my tickets for that. So I think I just feel all over the place at the moment, so I feel a little bit stressed. So I've come on a dog walk just to de-stress. I'm just looking forward to going home, making my HelloFresh meal, and you know, relaxing tonight, watching the next episode of The Last of Us. Good morning, guys. Today is a new day and I'm off to London. I've got a voiceover job from 2 till 3. It's just an hour. However, I need to leave here by about 10 AM and I'll be back by 7 PM. So it's like a full-on day. What's that? 9 hours for a 1 hour job. I mean, I'm not complaining. I want to do it. I love doing voiceovers. It's so worth it. And you know, it's what I want to be doing more of. It's just mad to me getting used to, from being in London where, you know, an hour's voiceover job would probably take me 3 hours, you know, an hour to get there, an hour in the studio and an hour home, is now 9 hours. Because it's going to take me just under an hour to drive to the station, then a 2-hour train, and then a walk to the studio, and then back home. So I am literally just going for an hour. My train arrives into King's Cross at 1, and I've got a train coming home at 4. So it's, you know, it's a very quick whirlwind trip. Well guys, I'm a little bit late leaving, only by 1 minute. It's 10:01. But thank goodness I filled up with petrol on Sunday when I was free. I was just like, you know what? Future Joel thanked me for filling up with petrol. And here I am, present Joel, thanking past Joel for his kind behaviour. This is the first day of the year that I've whacked out the sunglasses, because as you can tell, it's very sunny up north in Yorkshire, and I've checked the temperature in London. It says it's cloudy and cold. I mean, it's cold up here as well. It's sunny and cold here, but yeah, it's cloudy and cold down south. It's so cold. I'm so glad I packed a hoodie. I nearly didn't. I nearly came in just a t-shirt and a coat. Basically, there's a beast from the east on the way to hit the UK. It's coming over from, well, I suppose the east. There was already some snow this morning up north when we woke up, just a sprinkling, and it's supposed to snow. We've had like a yellow snow warning up north. I don't know about down south, but a yellow snow warning from Thursday to Friday. It's supposed to be like the last cold snap before proper, you know, slightly warmer spring weather. So yeah, we'll see how cold it gets. I've got about 20 minutes. I'm just going to nip to get a bit of lunch, because the worst thing is if your tummy starts rumbling in the studio, because the microphone picks up everything. I've had that before. So I need something, and I need to do a little warm up. Voiceover done. Now time to head back. The session was really good. It was for the same client as I've been working for the last few months. More recordings, re-record, different wording. I think it's to do with them wanting, yeah, different copy and going, actually, let's try this sentence with slightly different wording. But I'm getting quite good at it now, I think. They were saying to me in the session, so there was more people there this time. There was the sound engineer, the client I met last time, and another creative client. And they were just saying like, you're so consistent and you're so good. And I was like, oh, I was like, most actors don't necessarily want to be consistent. They want to give different options, and they were like, no, there's far too many other variables involved in this commercial that keep changing last minute. They were like, we really value your consistency and the fact that you are pretty much the same every time. They were like, but it does make it really hard to choose which takes to use, because they were like, you're so good. So I mean, that's what I live for. Good feedback. Yeah, it makes me feel very happy and creatively fulfilled as well, which is nice. Arrived, made it, although it is an older train. I don't think I've ever been on one of the old trains before, so I mean, it's not that much different, but yeah, it's just not as nice and modern. But never mind, Prince Joel can handle it. I have a lot of work to do on this 2-hour journey home. I have to proof-watch 2 Joel and Leah podcast episodes, and also send the cut downs, like literally send the timestamps to our editor to say, oh, this one we want in a, you know, TikTok form and an Instagram form, and this one and this one. And it's quite a lot of work. It just takes a lot of concentration and a lot of decision making, which I'm not really good at this time of night, but it's a good chance for me to get on and get work done, because it's 2 hours that I'm just stuck on a train, so I might as well get some work done. Right, I'm back in Wakefield, just about to get into the car. It's still not dark outside. It is really getting springy. One thing I'm learning, guys, is I really just don't like going to London. I thought that I would, well, it's not that I don't enjoy it. Let me explain it in the car. What I meant was, obviously, if you're my agent watching this, please keep giving me work. I'm more than happy. I've had a really lovely day, and I'm more than happy to travel for work. There. However, I think it's because, based on friends that had lived in London and moved away, lots of them sort of, I suppose, gave me the impression that, oh my gosh, you will love coming back to London, and every time you get an invite, whether it's to a film screening or a free event, like an influencer event or paid work or whatever it may be, you will love it and you'll be trying to come back as much as possible. And it probably shouldn't have surprised me that that hasn't been the case for me, because I am a home bird and I love being at home. And actually, yeah, if we think about it, my home now is up here. My home isn't London or down south. My home is up here in Yorkshire, and I just want to be where my home is. And so, like, obviously, as I said, more than happy to go for work. The more voiceover jobs I get, the better. Like, if that happened every week, I'd come down every week and love it. However, I'm just saying that every time the train has pulled up in Wakefield, I'm like, oh, good, I'm home and I don't have to go back to London now for 2 weeks. Unless I get another job. But the next plan is I will be going in 2 weeks' time to host this event with Leah. We've been asked to host this travel show thing. So that'll be good, but already in my head I'm like, oh, only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks in Yorkshire and then I've got to go back to London. Which is so the reverse of like everyone else I know, where they're just like, oh my gosh, 2 weeks until I go back to London. I want to go back to London sooner. And I'm like, no, I want to go back to London in a month. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy with once a month. Does that make any sense? I'm sure all the introverts will or home birds will understand, where it's just like, I love home and I love my new home and I love my routine. I love routine. I love doing the same things every single day. And don't get me wrong, I do like being shaken out of that routine sometimes, but the thought of it scares me. Like if I have plans tomorrow to like go and do something like out of my routine, I'd be dreading it. Like I was dreading today. Yesterday I went to bed, I was like, oh, I've got to go to London. But the reality of it is I've had a really nice time today. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Humans are complicated, aren't they? You know what, I'm gonna finish this half-weekly vlog here because I've got so much footage, guys, and it is snowing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have another weekly vlog coming very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Don't forget, if you wanna get 60% off your first box with HelloFresh and 25% off your next 2 months, then use the code HelloJoel60. All the information is on screen or in the description below. Thank you very much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.